And a little glimpse, a little feel of basketball fever. These fans are feeling it in anticipation of this big game. Hi, everyone. Time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy. And joining us from the sidelines is David Aldridge. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. You look at the Wizards. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top five.
And I think for the Knicks, they've sure made a statement here early on, outpacing some teams that were expected to be better, owning that top spot and defending it with pride. And
now the New York Knicks starters. They've got Hart, Jalen Brunson out there with Mikal Bridges. Then it's OG Anunoby, and it's Towns in its center. And for Miami, we've got Alec Burks. Bam Adebayo is out there with Andrew Wiggins. Then it's Tyler Hero. And it's Ware in at the 5 down low. Stan, peer through your coach's lens just a second for us. And what are you trying to accomplish early on in the season?
Well, I think, Kevin, there's so much player movement now. You've always got a lot of new guys. So, number one, you want to get everybody oriented into your system and the way that you do things. And then you're trying to figure out who are your best combinations on the floor, who starts, who comes off the bench, everybody's role. That takes time.
Oh, that's great insight. Now here's Towns after Tyler Hero's miss. Brunson surveying the D. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. Wiggins with it. Bridges covering. Pass to Adebayo. Here's Ware, defended by Hart. It's good.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
Hero against Brunson. Shakes him, and he sinks the layup.
Playing bigger than he looks. Brunson has a lot of heart.
And here's Hero. He'll bring it up for Miami. And Eric Spoelstra, the head coach of the Miami Heat, receiving a record 8-year, $120 million extension. Like that's some big dough.
Is it ever? And remains coaching for the only NBA franchise he's ever worked for. Already one of the most tenured head coaches in the association, and that figures to continue for a while.
Now here's Wiggins. OG Anunoby unable to get his last shot to go. Brunson against Wiggins. Pass to Adebayo. Over Towns. The shot by Adebayo, no good.
Well, that wasn't a bad shot. Defense playing a little loose there. Sometimes it just doesn't go in. Not really what we expected. You know he wants that one back.
Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And when Wiggins moves the rock, it's a huge plus for the offense.
Anunoby outside. Hart with the screen for Anunoby. New York, no good that time either.
Yeah, slow start for them offensively. 1 for 5. They need to be more patient and find a better look.
Adebayo with the screen for Hero. No good from outside. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the Knicks. Trailing by 2. Bridges passes to Anunoby. Hart with it. A miss that time. Would have put him up.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
Wiggins outside. Back to Hero. Wiggins sets a screen for Hero. Misses the 3.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Anunoby outside. Towns high post. Towns is doubled. 5 to shoot. Here's Anunoby. Good, and the assist goes to Towns.
And what an assured player Anunoby believes in his ability to shoot the ball off the catch.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey, Kevin. As always with Tom Thibodeau teams, they are level-headed. He said of his Knicks, we want guys to sacrifice and put the team first, but there has to be that belief. When your best players have it, your entire team ends up having it. We know if we stay disciplined, we'll have a chance to win. Kevin?
A very good chance, D.A. Thank you. Now, here's Bridges. Following the miss by Andrew Wiggins, Bridges kicks to Brunson. Shoots over Hero. The shot's good from Brunson. Brunson's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Great jumper there from Brunson, living off that mid-range.
Burks against Bridges. To the paint. And Adebayo throws it down.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
Here's Brunson. Following the score by Miami. Lets a floater go and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, the defender all over.
The Knicks shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
Jalen Brunson, 2.
And the first one at the line is good, so both teams changing it up here. That one misses. Outside, Robinson.
Got it! Oh, amazing! Perfect timing there.
Big time shot to beat the buzzer there. My goodness.
Oh, man, that's like stealing 3 points. Big time finish to the quarter.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Heat lead by 1. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And let's quickly break down the game we've been seeing from the Heat, guys.
Way to set the table. Offensively, they dominated on the interior.
Well, if they're going to be that ferocious inside, this defense is in for a long night.
Hero out there with Duncan Robinson. Then there's Anderson. Then there's Kevin Love. And it's Jovic in at the power forward. So that's who Miami starts the second with. Now here's Anderson. In the game against Detroit, very impressive. Robinson misses. New York trailing. I'm told now by our producer, do we have him, guys? Okay, we do. We have a call coming in from Shams Charania. Shams, thanks for joining us. What do you have?
Thanks, guys. The Knicks went all in this summer, trading with their rivals, the Brooklyn Nets, for Mikal Bridges. In reuniting a core that won collegiate championships together, they hope to replicate that success at this level. And now with perhaps the league's top defensive wing tandem, they'll have a chance.
A big-time move for sure. And, Shams, we appreciate the report. MP showing the range.
And after that ragged first quarter, they're getting some momentum, some confidence. Nice flow.
And now let's take it over to the sidelines for a bit on MP. DA.
Thanks, Kevin. As you know, there's still a lot of season ahead, but we've got a couple of opposing rookies in this one. When I asked about tonight's matchup against a fellow rookie, MP told me he's made it a goal to prove that he's the best player in this class. He's got a lot of confidence, Kevin.
A ton of confidence, David, and that's something you got to have in this NBA.
And the balance coupled with composure from Love. Even when under duress, he just finds a way to score.
Stan, I've always admired you. Come from a coaching family. Was there a point growing up you knew you wanted to be a coach?
Yeah, I loved being around the game, and so two things happened that drove me into coaching. Number one, I loved baseball and I couldn't hit one, so that was out. And I wasn't a good enough basketball player to go on that way, so if I wanted to stay involved in the game, that's when I knew I wanted to be a coach.
But your dad had a little bit of that in his background. I say in a little kind of tongue-in-cheek, right? He was a guy that led the way in your interest there.
Yeah, my dad coached for over 40 years, and I think he had a great passion for it and always used to tell us that he never actually felt like he worked a day in his life. He loved it so much.
Following in his footsteps, terrific story. Now, Hero, following the miss by MP. From the arc, and Tyler Hero hits from deep. Hero's got the lead up to 2 now for the Heat.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, this is why the fans are here. Each team trading blows, increasing the entertainment value.
And here is Hero. Following the three-pointer by MP. Pulls up, high post. It's rebounded by Towns. New York's gotten both of their three-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. MP converting the tough bucket.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Rebound Love. The Heat trail by 3. And the foul called on MP. That's foul number 2 for him. And we'll have a timeout called by Eric Spoelstra. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations.
Calls timeout.
A different look for Miami. Bam Adebayo comes in for Kevin Love. And Andrew Wiggins is subbed in for Hero. Jalen Brunson, he's checked in for the Knicks. Wiggins against Anunoby. Fires the 3. Where, no good. New York leading by 3. Here's Reed. Makes that one his 6th of the night, shooting a very healthy 6 for 9.
And the benefit to MP being able to make that shot is it often leaves the defense at his mercy. As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
So, Stan, you can talk about this. We always hear about Heat culture with the Miami franchise from top to bottom. Everybody is all in and focused in one direction, aren't they?
Yeah, Kevin, I think that is the greatest strength the Heat have had as an organization is they are all on the same page. And I think they've done it in large part is they have
MP has been leading the charge for the New York Knicks. We witnessed him delivering a series of three-pointers as he notched 3 total in the quarter. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break.
Hey everybody, it's halftime. Boy, it's been a rough go so far for the Miami Heat.
Well, they obviously love the three-point shot, but tonight it does not love them back.
You know what, Kenny? When you love something and it doesn't love you back, time to move on.
Hold on, let me write that down. All right, let's turn now to take a look at how the Eastern Conference is shaping up.
Looking at Miami, they knew they'd be in for a rough start. The question is, do they have the tools to turn it around? The front office will tell you yes, but they're the ones who assembled the team.
And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, he's found his spots, been patient with his shot selection, and it's paid off for himself and the team.
Robinson's checked in for Miami. And the Knicks making a change here as well. MP's checked in. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. The last few decades, we've seen the three become more and more necessary for offenses. Wondering if you think that's a good thing.
Well, it is, and teams not only understand the value of making a lot of three-point shots, but the threat of the three spreads out defenses and actually makes it easier for you to get shots at the rim. So the three is absolutely necessary to be a great offensive team in this league.
Quickly, is the arc too close? Should they maneuver that a little bit?
Well, the skill level is really rich.
Oh, it's a highlight reel being put together by MP.
Oh, wow, that was a dunk contest level jam right there.
Hero against Brunson. Adebayo kicks to Burks. The tray. The three-pointer is right on target. Burks has got 7 points in the game.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest at the arc.
The three from MP. The shot's good on the assist by Brunson. And the Knicks lead by 8.
There you go. That's the stroke we saw in the first half.
From downtown, and another three for New York.
Well, his offense is carrying them right now. And even with the defense keying on him, he's making great adjustments on the fly. Yeah, this is when they need to lean on him more. Get him the ball and let him build some momentum.
Inside, here's Reed. MP rattling the rim.
Well, even though he hasn't been in the league a long time, MP knows exactly where to get his points.
Miami's on 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Yep, it counts.
Well, he's been in total control offensively, and the defense has had no answers.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And it's a great finish!
Oh my gosh. A pretty talented distributor. Tyler Hero isn't one to force his own look.
Awesome display of athleticism captured by your AT&T 5G Slam King. And the foul called on MP. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Nine seconds left in the third quarter. On the wing, Rozier. No one near Adebayo as he lets it go. And so it's the New York Knicks holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Yeah, it's pretty to watch. It's great to have so many big men in the NBA who can dish it like this.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. We've got Tyler Hero. He's out there with Duncan Robinson. Kevin Love out there with Anderson. And it's Jovic in at the 4 spot. That's the group on the floor for Miami. MP, no good. And it's Anderson with the ball for the Miami Heat. 8-point game. Hero kicks to Love. Here's Anderson. It's rebounded by New York. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. The three from MP connects from three-point range. MP's got 36.
3 triples in the first half, 3 in the second. Boy, do they end up. And Kevin, that's a little taste of what can happen when the big guy takes it up strong.
Well, I guess he does have it in him then to get up off the ground when he needs to and rock it to the rim.
Well, we don't see him throw it down too often, but he's clearly got the size and ability to get up there.
The Heat trail by 11. Pass to Jovic. To the inside. And finished off by Anderson.
And you could just see Anderson there looking to jam it.
Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Reed misses. Heat have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Love with a wide open look. That 3 off the mark.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
McBride finds Reed.
You love to see MP just attack that rim. Young players, take note.
And timeout is called by Eric Spoelstra. He's not taking any chances and wants to huddle him up right away. So both teams making some changes here. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. What do you got for us, DA?
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Eric Spoelstra coaching the team during the break. Now, Coach challenged him. He said, this goes beyond this game. Show me how much heart you have for the season. Fight until the final buzzer. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David. The Knicks leading by 11. Book it! MP with a tough shot.
Yeah, and let me tell you, guys, I've seen a lot of great players come up in this league. MP is as focused on winning as they come.
Hero, no good. New York's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. MP outside. Tough shot inside by MP.
Look at MP getting slick with it. That's a great move to have at the ready.
Pass to Wiggins. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on MP. This league, Stan, is so deep with talent. Are there any players who you think get overlooked in the conversation?
That's a great question, Kevin. I mean, there are some guys who I think get underrated because they play with other guys who are so talented and draw the attention. One guy that I have really seen lately that I think has been better than people think is Grayson Allen, the best three-point shooter or one of the best three-point shooters in the NBA and a very underrated defender.
And he's evolving, isn't he? Looks like he's working on other parts of his game, but he's always been able to shoot, which has been his calling card.
And he's a much more athletic guy than people give him credit for.
Here's where. And it's a great finish!
Oh, my. Nice pass by Hero. He is a highly skilled player.
The high post shot, and that one's good. Brunson. And the Knicks lead by 13.
And watching that defensive effort right there, you wonder how much they want this game.
Yeah, I got to agree. Their defensive commitment's got to be a lot better.
Hero, no good.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for New York.
At every opportunity, they managed to push the ball and keep the up-tempo game going.
I think it paid off, that's for sure.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for MP.
And how about his defense in this one? He was just wreaking havoc and racking up the steals. Really tremendous effort on that end.
Got a piece of it. Towns with the steal. Here's MP. Yet another bucket.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now. And the foul called on MP. That's it for him. He's fouled out of the game. So no problem for New York as they get the win. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And that'll do it, folks. So, for Greg Anthony, Stan Van Gundy, and our reporter David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. So long and good night, everyone.
Welcome in to the Jalen Murphy Show. I'm your host, Jalen Murphy. I know more about sports than you do.
That's debatable.
Watch your mouth, Russ. We've got a great show for you today, starting off with a brand new segment, Trash Talk Do's and Don'ts.
Oh, I'll start. Don't tell people how to trash talk when you were a seventh man with a rickety jump shot and the handle of a precocious fourth grader.
Okay. Do keep your mouth shut if you spent most of your career waving towels at the end of the bench.
You know what? You've been selling me short since college, man. How about this? We could have won a championship, but you looked me off to take a double-team 30-footer at the buzzer, buddy.
For the last time, Russell, you weren't open.
I was open.
Guys,
I was open. I was wide open.
Just, if I may, can I just say, wowzers. I'm so looking forward to learning from both of you. And more data is always important, even when it's something as unquantifiable as trash talk.
Shut it, Toby!
Okay.
Let's start the segment. Don't trash talk if you can't back it up. There's nothing worse than writing checks with your mouth that your game can't cash.
That's what I'm saying. Not only does it make you look like a clown, but it demoralizes your teammates.
You'd know all about demoralizing your teammates, wouldn't you, Russ?
Oh, you would like to think so, except that my basketball skills were so superior to yours my entire career that you couldn't even hold a candle to me, Jalen.
Guys, if I may, just to put some perspective on this, there are only 525 athletes in the NBA at any given moment. And FIBA estimates there are 450 million basketball players worldwide.
Wow.
Which means you're in the top 99.9% of players by just being in the NBA alone, which that's a pretty impressive stat, Jalen.
Toby.
Yes?
Enough.
Oh.
You already won the lottery by marrying my sister. There's no need to suck up to Russell like this. It's unseemly.
I'm not sucking up. I want to make sure everyone feels like they have value, and I'm just following the data and seeing where the facts lead. You know what?
Shut it, Toby.
Okay.
Do keep your trash talk about the game. We're all competitors here, but there's no need to bring up family, friends, or physical attributes. In other words, show some class.
Jalen, you literally just brought up my wife.
Yes, Toby, but I did it with class. And besides, this is television, not basketball. Anything goes.
I've talked to people with knowledge of the situation, and they say that MP will be inserted into the starting lineup over the next few games. One front office executive from around the league said there is some doubt about MP's readiness to be in the starting lineup, but around the team, the front office, the coaching staff, they are optimistic and they believe that every milestone has been attained by MP and he will only be better with an expanded role.
Y'all see my boy MP tonight? That guy swiping everything, man. Certified thief. It's crazy.